今日のテーマは自己紹介です。We kind of just did to you guys, but it's self-introduction in English. ね?
Exactly.
はい。How important is self-introduction?
Well, that's a good question, Natsu. Self-introduction is more likely on how, like, who's the person that you're actually like meeting. It can change. Like, if I meet Natsu for the first time as co-workers, I'm going to introduce myself different than if it would be my boss or something. So introduction is very important. And as a native speaker, you have to learn where is the balance of like correct introduction.
I think it's something that you can't avoid in your daily life. こう新しい場所で始めることだったりとか、新しい人に出会う時ってどうしても自己紹介って避けて通れないんじゃないかなと思います。And I think it's really important to show who you are, right?
Correct. Like with also like the way, like you're not doing it like it's also facial kind of expression.
Very true.
So you're doing it like you know, like personal rather than like the Japanese style where it's a little distant actually.
It's almost like there's the lines that you need to say in Japanese かな。Not really like unique or you can't really change it.
Correct.
Like compared to English.
Correct.
そう、日本語の自己紹介だと結構決まってたりしますよね。
そうですね。
よろしくお願いいたします。お世話になります。なんかこう結構なんだろう、セリフっぽくなってたりもするんですけど、英語は結構そんなことなくて、もう自分をこうエクスプレスできる、表現できる最大のシチュエーションだと思うので、そこでこのあんまり硬くなりすぎず、その相手とのシチュエーションでマッチした形でちゃんと英語で、自分のことを伝えられるっていうところでカジュアルに使える英語を今日は紹介していきたいと思います。じゃあ早速なんですが、Let's go by order, flow ね of self-introduction. So first one, what do you do actually? Let's say you meet me for the first time.What would you say? It's like I walk into the room.
Yeah, I would say like, hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
How are you? Like before even knowing your name, I will ask you how you're doing. So, hey, how are you? And then I would probably stand up. If I'm sitting, I would stand up. And then I would shake your hand.
I'll like, shake hands.
Yeah.
I know some people actually hug them for the first time.
Yeah, some do. Like you have to kind of like figure out if it's man, usually it's a handshake.
そっか。
If it's man, lady, it could be a hug too.
へー。
Yes, it's a little
でも
sweeter.
ladies もハグする。
はい
ってやる。
Yeah.
やるよね。
Ladies do.
そう
Lady to lady hug.
だから depends on situation かな。状況によったりとか depends who you're talking to. Like of course if it's your boss, right? You can't really like, hey, how are you doing? But more like, hello?
Yeah.
かな?
Correct, yeah. It's like hi. Hi can be also like formal and casual too, right?
まあ最初その誰かに会うっていう時ってこんにちは、日本語だとこんにちはかな。はじめましてって感じで入ると思うんですけど、英語はまあ Hello しかダメってわけじゃなくて、やっぱり Hi とか Hey もカジュアルなシチュエーションに合わせて使ったりもできますね。それとプラスで How are you doing? っていう風に言うので、あんまり日本語ではないかな。調子はどうですかって多分聞かないと思うんですけど、英語だと必ずこの相手の調子を聞くとか、どんな感じですかみたいな質問から入ることが多いので、So, Hey, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
That's how it goes like.
Yeah, exactly. And then they respond with, I'm doing great, or like, I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that.
I think the I'm fine, thank you is like so textbook.
Oh, thank you so much for saying that,
So?
actually. Because we Japanese people all learn I'm fine, thank you, and you?
And you?
This
I'm
is like a
fine,
song,
too.
like everybody knows it. I'm fine, thank you, and you.
Yeah.
Because we practiced so many times over and over again. But actually, it's not really natural, eh?
It's not at all. So, hey, how are you? I'm good. How about you? Have we met before? Something like that.
そう、日本の皆さんも経験あると思うんですけど、日本の学校で私たちって「I'm fine, thank you, and you」っていう言葉を呪文のように唱えさせられ覚えたと思います。しかしこれは普段の 会話の中では少しナチュラルさに欠けてしまうっていうところがあるんですよね。I would say, if you say I'm fine, not really fine. That means not really fine. It's like, I'm fine, I'm okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, ask me what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? なんか元気なんだけど元気じゃなさそうな感じも入っちゃうので I'm fine だとなんか元気だよでもなんかあったんだろうなっていう雰囲気を出しちゃうようなフレーズだったりもするんですね、実は。
そうですね。
なんでここでは結構 How do you say actually? Like if I say Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good.
If I say like I'm fine.
Yeah. Like what happened?
What happened?
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Something happened?
Yeah.
そう初対面の方にねそういう I'm okay とかって言わないと思うので、I'm good, thank you, how about you とかっていう風に言ったらいいんじゃないかなっていうのはね、あります。はい。じゃあ次は一番大事ですね。Self introduction, the most important part.
Yep.
Name.
Yep.
Name. You need to tell them your name.
Correct.
Right? But do you actually say, Hi, my name is Aristides Daramitras?
Never.
Never.
Never. Wow. You got my name very nicely there, but yeah, no, I don't do that. I introduce myself as casually as possible, which means that my full name becomes my nickname, how my friends call me, because I want to build a friendly relationship. So I'm continuing with like, I'm Ari. I think that's about it. I'm Ari, like nice to meet you. Like,
that's it, right?
Yeah. Like I don't edit because if I say like, hey, I'm Ari, then the other person would be like, hey, I'm Michael. Hey, nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you too. Very casual, like very, very friendly.
Very casual. 特にその日本の学校の自己紹介のフレーズっていうと We learn as My name is First name, last name.
Yep. No.
But it's too official.
Too official.
Never say that.
It's also not fun.
Not fun. And also you can say, well, for example, my name is actually Natsumi with me, and it's super Japanese name, so it might be like difficult for foreigners to pronounce or like remember. So what I will say is, I'm Natsumi, but you can call me Nat, or you can call me Natsu.
Yes.
As a nickname.
Yeah. I'm Aristides, but just call me Ari.
Exactly. I think that's a really nice way to say your name.
That's true. If you want to use your last name, then it's more in a formal situation.
Very true.
Where when you shake the hand, you're not saying just your last name. You're putting it either with a Mr. or Mrs. or Miss. So, hi, I'm Mr. Dalamitras. That's it. I'm not going with like, hello, nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Aristides Dalamitras. No way. It's just very formal, just Mr. or Mrs. Miss, and then last name.
Right. そうですね。なんで名前を言うときは、My name is でわざわざ名字と、名前をフルで言わなくても、実は My name is のところは I'm にして、自分の下の名前だけとか、ちょっと下の名前が、日本人だとよくあると思うんですけど、長いなとか、あんま覚えてもらえなそうだなと思ったら、But you can call meニックネームっていう感じで言うと結構フレンドリーなね、カジュアルな感じになるかなと思います。じゃあ名前が終わったら次は何て言うでしょう。日本語だとよろしくお願いしますって言うと思います。これ難しいね。
これ難しい。
なんで？
Because you don't really have that in English.
ないんですよね。英語によろしくお願いしますわ。
全然ない。
全然ない。じゃあどうしましょう。
nice to meet you かな。
Nice to meet you ね。
Yeah.
Instead, it's like not really exactly same meaning, but closest.
Yeah, the meaning is different. The situation is the same. Right? So you use different words for the same situation. So there's no よろしく.
There's no よろしく.
No よろしく.
Yeah.
Forget about よろしく.
Forget about よろしく. Exactly. Actually, that's the key. Like if you think よろしくお願いします in your head, and if you try to translate in English from that, it's not working.
Nope.
Never works.
Nope.
なので一度英語で自己紹介した時はよろしくお願いしますはもう忘れましょう。ありませんので。はい。We got chat ね。
I say my colleague in New York, I'm looking forward to working with you.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, but only if you're working on a project together, obviously. Then I would be like, I'm looking forward working with you.
Or I would say thank you so much for having me
Exactly.
here. Kana.
Exactly. But in this, I mean, it's a business partner, international, right? New York. So I think that sentence is totally fine to use too.
Very true.
I wouldn't use it if I'm there. Like if I'm in New York working with them, I wouldn't say like that. But like if it's internationally, then you have to build a good relationship.
Very true.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you.
That's a really good one.
Yep, for sure.
そう。で、よろしくお願いします。Nice to meet you. 皆さん、Nice to see you って聞いたことありますか？ Nice to see you. Why not nice to see you?
Because if we already have met and you say like nice to meet you, then it's technically the first time. Nice to see you, you already know me. And seeing is like looking, right? Like watching, looking at someone. See. Nice to see you. It's like if I have a friend that I haven't seen for a long time. A friend that I haven't seen for a long time, I would say like, hey, nice to see you.
久しぶりみたいなね感じですよね。そう、実はこの Nice to meet you と Nice to see you すっごく混乱しやすいんですが、初めましての時は Nice to meet you の方がナチュラルで結構カジュアルにリアルな感じが出ます。なんでかっていうと Nice to meet you なので、お会いできて嬉しいですみたいなニュアンスになりますので、出会えたことが良かったですって言ってるような感じです。ただ Nice to see you さっきありも言っていたように Nice to see you だと見て嬉しいので、また会えて嬉しい。もともと知り合いなんだけど、なんかこうすっごい久しぶりに友達の結婚式で会った。Nice to see you っていう感じになります。はい。でも友達の結婚式に呼ばれて行って初めて会った人がいたら Very nice to meet you って言いますね。なのでこの Nice to meet you と Nice to see you 実は結構違いがあるんですよね。
そうです。
はい。なのでこの場合は Nice to meet you を使うのがおすすめです。そしてもう一個ちょっと聞きたいんですけど、If I say Nice to meet you, you don't say me too, but like you too.
You too.
でしょ？
Of course.
It's very confusing for Japanese people, I would say.
Really? Me というか
なぜなら日本語では例えばですけど、お会いできて嬉しいですって誰かに言われたら、私もですって言いますよね。そのまま英語にしちゃうと、Nice to meet you, me too ってなっちゃうんですけど、me too はめちゃくちゃおかしなことになっちゃうんですよね。You say, you too って言うんです。
You, because it's about you ね。
Because it's about you. なんか Nice to meet you って言われたことに対して、me too って言っちゃうと、なんか私も私に会えて嬉しいみたいな。I'm glad to meet me ってなっちゃうので、
myself.
If you are glad to meet him or her, you too って言うんですね。
そうです。
なのでここは結構間違えてしまうと違和感が出ちゃうので、you too という風に返すようにしたらいいかなと思いますね。はい。じゃあ次は、出身かな、やっぱり。
出身だね。
出身大事だよね。Everybody's curious. 皆さん知りたいところだと思うので、出身を言うと思います。じゃあそんな時に何て言いますか？
I mean, whenever I get the question, it's like usually people ask me like, where are you from? Right?
Where are you from?
And then you go with like, I'm from nani nani. Germany, or I'm from Germany, but my parents are from Greece, or but I lived in Bangladesh or something,
Wow.
wherever,
Random.
New York, very random. But that's the flow of it. Like I am from wherever you're from, or like whatever your background is. So in your case, it would be like, let's say I meet you in America. And I would be, hey, nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from Japan, but I live in New York now.
Wow, for how long?
For about 2 years now.
There you go. So now you have like, you create like a give and take.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Or you can also say, I was born in Tokyo.
Yeah.
But raised in New York.
If that's the case.
If that's the case. That tells the people about your background. And they can be more curious about you.
True. Like when I ask sometimes members, where are you from? They say Tokyo. and then I ask, are you born in Tokyo? No, I was born in Fukuoka. So you're not from Tokyo. You're from Fukuoka, but you moved to Tokyo.
Right.
So yeah.
So I think this is really useful phrase to remember. I'm from Honya Honya, but I live in Honya Honya.
Honya.
Honya Honya. It's like blah blah blah.
Yeah, I never heard that
Honya
before.
Honya.
Honya.
そうです。で皆さんよかったら皆さんの出身を教えてください、チャットで。ぜひぜひ書いてみてください。Where are you from? Where are you guys from?
Actually, good
Tell
question.
us.
I know from some people, but actually most of the people living in Tokyo are not from Tokyo.
Okay.
I feel like whenever I have members young, like let's say mid-20s, they're born here. But most of the members know. So yeah, let us know, guys.
Yeah,
I would really like to know.
Yeah, while we're waiting for that, let's move on to next one.
For sure.
So it's about job. かな
Working ね。
Working ね。But we learn from textbook or school、学校とか教科書からは What's your job? って習いますよね。か。
Like, the correct thing would be, what do you do for work? Or just simple, what do you do? Or what do you do for a living? Right? But what's your job?
Is like ちょっと too
It's
direct.
too direct.
ちょっとね、
そう
強いんですよね。なんか仕事何みたいな感じです。
ないよね。
日本語でも言わないから。
Like,
で仕事何って。ちょっとね、
そう。
ちょっと失礼。A little bit rude かな。
It's rude. How do you say it politely then in Japanese?
お仕事は何をされているんですか？
なるほど。
はい。
すごいね。
だからまあ、it's the same thing. Like, what do you do for work?
Yeah, yeah.
そう、なので、What's your job? って言っちゃうと、日本語で言うと、仕事何みたいな結構強い方になっちゃうので、ここの場合では、What do you do for work? とか、What do you do for living? っていうふうに。Or it's just, What do you do?
What do you do?
がすごくカジュアルでナチュラルですね。
So, what do you do is like, it doesn't mean like, what am I doing at the moment? Like, am I dancing or something? Because that would be like, what are you doing? Right? What do you do? Like, what's your job? So,
普段何するんですかっていうニュアンスでね、What do you do? って言えたりもしますね。
And then, yeah, you go like, I work for, at, né?
Exactly.
I work as a lawyer.
Exactly.
I am a lawyer.
I am a DJ.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That'd be cool, huh?
That'd
If
be
I was a
cool.
DJ.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and then, hobby ね。
hobbies ね。
Hobby も very typical question comes up.
Yeah.
But obviously, we learn.
Yeah. What do you learn? How do you learn that in textbook?
教科書とか学校でなんて習いますかね？ What's your hobby ですよね。
What's your hobby?
What is your hobby?
Nobody ever asked me, what's your hobby?
一人もいなかったらしいです。What is your hobby? と聞いてきた人は。
Yeah. So, what would you say would be, what do you like to do in your free time?
Or what do you like to do?
Yeah.
What do you enjoy?
Yeah.
とかね。
Like, what's very nice to say is like, what do you enjoy doing apart from work?
仕事以外でどんなことするのが好きですかっていうニュアンスで聞いたりね。
That's a very nice way to say it. It's also pretty natural, but usually it's like, what do you do in your free time? What do you like doing in your free time?
じゃあ、そう私たちは What is your hobby? で習うんですけど、その場合に私たちは My hobby is ほにゃほにゃって習うんですけど、My hobby is も言わないよね。じゃあなんて言ったらいいかっていうと、例えばまあ I like painting、お絵描きが好きですとか I like swimming、泳ぐのが好きですとか I'm into
is pretty good.
I'm into Give me an example.
So I'm into basketball or something.
Basketball.
But in this, like the I'm into can be like formed pretty nicely actually, because you can say like I don't really have a hobby, but I'm recently really into wine or something. You know, like
that's good. That's good.
It's not like if you don't have a hobby, because some people just don't have hobbies actually. Like they just like spend time for
確かに
themselves.
なんか趣味って言われると趣味かってなっちゃうことあると思うんですけど、なんかあんまないとか、特になんかハマってるぐらいのレベルで言いたい時とかはもう I'm into とかで全然伝わるので、めっちゃいいですね。I'm into は超使えるですよね。
Yeah.
とか I enjoy
Yes.
watching sports とか
Exactly.
スポーツ見ること が好きです。
Mm.
っていう感じで言うかな。
Because if you say like I don't have any hobbies, that's like really weird. You can say like I don't really have hobbies, but recently I enjoy Netflix actually a lot, like after work. And then people will be like, oh god, yeah, I know what you mean or something.
What have you watching or something like that.
Exactly. Nice.
Yeah, it's a good one. じゃあ最後になんて言うか、お別れの時ですね。なんて言うかな。So it was great talking to you.
It was great talking to you, yeah.
It was nice to see you. I mean, meet you.
Well, you can also say it was nice seeing you too. Actually,
まあね。
Yeah, it's fine. Like, but in that case, maybe, yeah, it was great to meet you. I guess.
大体まあ最後には会えて嬉しかったですとか、話せて嬉しかったよっていうような感じで I hope I'll see you soon とかかな。なんかまたすぐお会いできること楽しみにしてますみたいな感じで言えますね。
Like I'm looking forward seeing you again. It's so like nobody does that actually.
確かに。
Or it's just like you can, if you know you meet the person again, you can be like, all right, see ya. Looking forward for something. You don't have to say what. It's like, you know, if we know we're meeting tomorrow, for example, for Starbucks before work, then all right, see ya. Looking forward. That's about it.
確かに。
Yeah.
日本語だとなんて言うんだろうな。なんか教科書とか英語の授業だと多分 See you again とか言うんだけど、
Yeah, see you
Great to talk
again.
to you.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya.
See ya. See ya
も
is
っと
really.
カジュアルでいいですよね。
Yeah.
その方がなんか結構また本当に会いたいと思ってくれてるんだなっていう感じもね出ますし、Not too formal だから Not too official。そういうところはね結構大事になってきますよね。It's really important to be friendly to the people when you meet someone new, I think.
Yeah, correct. It's all about like selling yourself to another person.
Yeah, very true. So yeah, that was the flow of the self-introduction, the basic stuff.
Yeah.
But did you say anything specifically when you introduce yourself?
Like I'm not being like, hey, I'm Ari, I like drinking beer or something. I don't really do that, to be honest. I think I just let the conversation flow.
Very true, very true. Because in school in Japan, we practice how to introduce ourselves. And it's always like, hello, my name is Natsu. I'm from Japan. I am 24 years old. My hobby is da 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 da.
No way. Nobody does that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, nobody does that.
So I would say, don't say all the information.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you did in the school.
That's the thing. The books always are a little bit misleading. Japanese books too. Japanese books is like, hajimemashite. Watashi wa Ari desu. No, I never heard somebody saying, watashi wa nani nani desu.
確かに、ありです。
そう、はじめまして、ありです。よろしくお願いします。That's it.
確かに。You can always think about same thing in Japanese and you will recognize how unnatural it is.
Yes.
Like for example, もし日本で日本人の方と会って日本語で自己紹介するときにはじめまして、私は夏です。24歳です。好きなことは何とかです。好きな食べ物は何とかです。好きなカラーは何とかです。一気に言われたらWhoa! ってなりますよね。Too much information.
Yes, okay.
Okay って感じになっちゃうので、まあ結構ね英語の日本語でもそうだと思うんですけど、英語の自己紹介とかでもちょっと英語で緊張するかもしれないんですが、一つずついくと自然とコンバセーションが生まれるかなと
It's all about
思い
the
ます。
flow.
はい、確かに。
So,
All about the flow.
All about the flow of the conversation.Don't be nervous and hold yourself like, oh my god, I have to follow those. No, just take whatever.
Wait for the person.
The person, yes.
To reply.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, interesting, eh?
Yeah. It was really basic today.
It was basic, but very important.
Very important.
Because I see that every day on my tables when I meet people for the first time. It's like, hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah, that's true.
And, you know, like, where are you from? What do you do?All those things, members still struggle actually. Not all. I see members struggling, so it's very important to start with that.
そうですね。なのでランカーのテーブルとかでも新しい会ったことないメイトのセッションとか参加するときにちょっと参考になればいいなと思います。はい、ということでね。
Yep. So yeah, guys, thank you for joining in.
Thank you so much. I hope you guys have fun.
Yeah.
And I hope it this help you
That's
in the
the
future?
most important, right?
That's the most important. Try to use those sentences that we show today. Output,
So,
for sure. はい。ありがとうございます。じゃあまたお会いしましょう。ありがとうございます。
thank you guys. Bye bye.